environment. He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hauls it in at the 25, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. There's a little room there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now on 2nd down. On the move. It's Hughes. Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Frederick. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Sanford. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Hughes. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute, you want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll move the tight end. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's in! Touchdown, Cougars!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now give it to Fluff. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon when the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
I think that's a throw the quarterback's just got to take a little bit off it to make it easy on his intended target. He just threw that out far a little too much, and too much mustard as well.
Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. And dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be a run on third and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to pass. That's caught. It's Evans. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. The run inside. It's Sanford.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Martin. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best.
Snags it, and he's open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Under fire. And they got him.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Trying play action. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll run the counter. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready, because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Working that left side now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Now, for starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Taylor wants to throw. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's West. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Complete downfield. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Taylor wants to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Third down following the sack by the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go.
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinion.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Lets it fly. And that is incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Beckman. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down advantage, which is so much easier on the offense.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Being chased. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
They'll run it with Bothwell. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. They'll try to run it with Fluff. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Cotton.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Taylor wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Gives it on the option. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. Listen.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's reeled in, it's West. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Mississippi State going up tempo.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get...
There he goes. Just steamrolling the defense. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
But how nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and, man, before you know it,
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
Hey, man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the fourth quarter with the lead?
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the stomping has commenced. That's his 3rd touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. they'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fluff Bothwell again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Here's a give to Bothwell. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive lineman out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.